Hey guys, it's Travis from Functional Strength Wellness. I'm here with Maria and I'm just going to show you some of the things I do in my primal pattern assessment. This is an assessment that I do with people to monitor their movement patterns and look for discrepancies in muscle length tension relationships that affect their primal patterns such as the squat, the lunge, the bend, the push, the pull, and the twist. Today I'm going to show you what I do with the squat pattern, lunge pattern, and the push pattern, some of the deficiencies that I commonly find, and how I would correct them. Okay, so I'm just going to get Maria to show you a typical squat pattern that I do. You're going to do one facing there, facing the camera, and then facing that way so that people can see what I'm looking for. So just do a normal good squat like you would normally do. Okay, so you'll see when she comes down, she's not drifting to one side or the other. The toes are facing the same at the same angle, and she has her chest relatively tall. She's not bending over too much. Okay, and you squat back up, and just do that a couple more times. Just to, yeah, good squat back. So what I'm looking for, also from the side, can you face that way? And do the same thing. I'm looking to make sure that her back doesn't tuck under too much. I'm looking to make sure that she can get down relatively deep, so at least a parallel squat. Come back up, okay? And that she has good travel of the knee over the toe, okay? And come back up. Now go down real low and let your back tuck under. So when this happens, this is indicative of either tight hamstrings, an SI joint dysfunction, or tight adductors in the groin. So come back up. So if I saw that in assessment, I would then do individual muscle length assessments on them, okay, on the client. Also face the camera again. You're going to squat down and you're going to kind of drift to one side. So go ahead and drift to either side you want. So if I saw this happening with Maria and she was drifting over to her right, that would typically mean that she would have a shortness on the left side here. So, and this would typically be raised on the one side, so that everything would fall to the right or to the side that could actually handle the length and the load. So if I saw this, and come back up, and go back down and do it again. So if you see this in yourself, and you can do these little assessments just in the mirror, you can come back up. You would then, you could talk to your trainer or chiropractor or massage therapist and say, hey, do I have a short hamstring? Because this is indicative of having a short hamstring, quad, or even Achilles tendon on the side that you're drifting away from. So you'd want to get that corrected, because what we do here in the gym is functional weight training patterns, primal patterns, because they're the most efficient and get the best results. But if you're going to do them while your body's in balance, that's when injury happens. So I like to do this assessment with my clients so that to make sure that doesn't happen. So that's some of the things to look for. There's lots of other things, but I'm just going to make this brief for you guys. That's some of the most common things that I find. So now I'm going to get you to do a lunge pattern. So just do a nice good lunge for me. Okay? And you can see here that Maria's knee is over her toe. Her body is upright. And now can you lunge back? Like, actually stand back up. Yep. And do that again. And back. Okay, good. And can you do that facing that way? Okay. Lunge. Okay. Stay down there for a second. Okay, you can see. Okay, but she has good ankle mobility. Her knee is able to get at least to her toe. And when you come on back, you'll see that she kept her body upright the whole time and did not have to transfer weight back to her butt and hamstrings to create tension just to get back up. She had quadricep strength, which is really good. So we'll face this way again. If you find that you do this, typically, so you're going to come in and let the knee drop. Right? Then you would drop in, okay? If you find this, and this is a common thing that happens on women, see if you can see that or not. I think so, but her knee is in like this. When the knee travels in like this, that's actually really stressful and bad for the inside of the knee. So if you have inside knee pain, if you're exercising right now and you're doing lunges, and you have inside knee pain, watch out so that your knee doesn't drift in like that. And if it does drift in like that, that's typical of either having a flat foot or inactive hip muscles to actually keep the leg, the femur bone, out like that. Okay? Come back up. And that's, you actually go that way and then do the, you're going to come down and then stick your butt up to get it back. Okay? And back. Okay? Now I already showed you that, but I just want you to see Maria do it again. And butt back. So again, what's that? That's typical of is having weak quadricep strength. So then I would do a muscle testing for the quadriceps on that. Okay, final one, push pattern. So I'm going to get Maria to do what's called a stronghold push up here. So anytime we go into a horizontal or prone position, the muscles that we want to be strong here are the rectus abdominis, or the abdominals that you can actually see. That's the outer unit. The inner unit is the group of muscles that actually stabilizes the core and decompresses it more when you're in an upright position, such as squats and even deadlifts. Okay? When you get into prone position, you want your body to be able to stabilize the pelvis in a posteriorly tilted fashion by, again, activating the rectus abdominis and the glutes. So Maria, you're going to go to a push-up. You can see that she's really getting horizontal and come back up. Just do another one like that. And back up. So you can see that this is locked down. Just let it go for a second. No, let it go. Yeah, okay. And now lock it in. Okay, so you can see that she's really posteriorly rotated her pelvis, so that's glute and abdominal activation. Go into the push-up, and she's maintaining that, and come back up. Now, I want you to go down and then sort of let it go. And now let it go. So you can see right there, she's actually let it go, and her arch has come back. And what this is indicative of is having weak glutes and or abdominals. Okay, and come back up, and that's good. Okay. So what we do is we do the assessment, and then you get a corrective exercise program based on what we see here, and then you integrate that into your full-on exercise program. So if you actually ever come down to the gym, you'll see that the sign says Functional Strength Wellness Corrective and High Performance Wellness, because we like to correct people's movement patterns and balance them out, and then get them onto a program that's actually not going to injure them in the gym. So thanks a lot. That's all I wanted to do with you today. So thanks, guys. I hope that helps. You can do these small assessments in the gym and or at home, rather in front of the mirror. Look for any of the imbalances that I showed you today. And if you have any questions, if you find them, just email me at travis@functionalstrength.ca, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Stay strong.